What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I'd like to wish you guys a happy Sunday, and I want to get right in this news, man. It's crazy how nowadays you see the rise in kids killing their own parents, regardless of the age of the child. You know, whether they kids or grown adults. Like in the day's story. This story happened in Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out ATL. And it broke this Friday, and I was waiting to see if more news came out, and it did. You see this man up here? This guy is Neil Russell, 44 years old. And he's presently locked up in Fulton County Jail on the following charges: aggravated assault, false imprisonment, and possession of a knife during the commission of a crime. Ladies and gentlemen, they're saying now, as all this information came out, that this guy, Mr. Russell, killed these two people in their Atlanta apartment. 76-year-old Marvin Spencer, who's the boyfriend of Henrietta Russell, who in turn is Neil's mother. So basically, they're saying this guy killed his mother and his mother's boyfriend. And they don't know the time of death because the smell of decomposition was so great, they're estimating they was dead a week. And this whole story is messed up, man. Take a look at this and we're going to come back and talk about it.
This is a story we brought you as breaking news last night. This morning, we spoke with the family members. They identified the couple. Police say the couple's son is the primary suspect. Fox 5's Kim Luffler has more.
The daughter of one of the victims tells me this all started when she was trying to get a hold of her dad to wish him a happy birthday and ended up calling for a welfare check.
I called him yesterday morning around 8:50 in the morning, and it was straight directly to voicemail.
Marvin Spencer's daughter says when she couldn't get in touch with her dad on his 76th birthday, she called his girlfriend, Henrietta Russell.
And then I got an answer. It was a male. He stated that he was Henrietta's son.
Feeling something wasn't right, she went to the apartment with a leasing agent. That's when they found the door barricaded and called police. When police got on scene around 3 p.m. on Friday, they say a man identified as Russell's son refused to come out, leading to an hours-long standoff.
By that time, they was coming out. They was shooting the little tear gas guns. They was letting off, they let off a large amount of rounds to get them out of there.
When police got inside the unit, they found a man and woman dead, which family have identified as Spencer and Russell. Police say Russell's son also held a woman at knife point in the apartment during the standoff. They say he met the woman that day at a nearby MARTA station. Police do suspect the son of killing the couple. Family was allowed back inside the unit on Saturday.
I don't know how she didn't smell it. It's there. I don't even know how the neighbors couldn't smell it through the vents.
Right now, it's unclear when or how the couple was killed. Spencer's daughter says she last talked to her dad on February 21st, and police say he did pay his rent on March 1st.
I called on the 3rd, no answer.
Police have not yet released the suspect's name or his full list of charges. Spencer's family wants answers.
I talked to him for a brief moment, and he literally just lied in my face. So I'm ready to see him in court.
We know the suspect in this case was taken to Grady to be treated for self-inflicted cuts. Police say he's been charged with false imprisonment with more charges pending. In Atlanta, Kim Luffler, Fox 5 News.
Tonight, we now know the identity of a man arrested after being accused of barricading himself inside an apartment and holding a woman hostage while his mother and her longtime boyfriend lay dead inside. This is Neil Russell. The 44-year-old is charged with aggravated assault, false imprisonment, and possession of a knife during the commission of a felony. Police say Marvin Spencer and his girlfriend Henrietta Russell were found dead yesterday in the Oglethorpe Place apartments in Atlanta's West End after his daughter requested a welfare check when she couldn't reach him for his birthday. When the leasing office manager realized that the door to the apartment was barricaded, that's when they called police. Inside, officers say Neil Russell was holding a woman that he had just met at the MARTA station at knife point. After hours of negotiations, he was taken into custody. Investigators believe Spencer and his girlfriend were killed about a week ago.
They had to bust out the front window. And yes, my dad is deceased. He's been there. They don't know for whether it's days or whether it's hours, but he's already in the decomposing. He's, you know what I'm saying? It's not good. It's not good.
Tough situation for this family. Police still investigating the manner of how this couple was killed, but they believe that they were stabbed. Detectives say more charges could be added to Russell in this case.
Right there is way past crazy. I want you to think about this. This man killed these people. One of them, his own mom. Had them in the house to where they started to decompose and was living in there with them. Then he went out like it was nothing that day, went and met a girl, brought her back to the house, and barricaded himself in there with her. Then tried to hold her hostage at knife point when the police came during the standoff. Don't understand it. 44 years old, living with them during the time of their death, just in the house. What was he doing before that? Where was he staying before that? At 44 years old, man, I don't know, maybe mental illness is a part of it. That comes up a lot nowadays with people seemingly losing their shit out there. Don't know. You stabbed your mom to death. That is as crash out as you can get. Then walked around the bodies as they sat there swollen and decomposing, eating, watching TV, living your life like you lived in that house while people are dead on the floor and people are looking for them. They would have never found out anything except if Mr. Spencer's daughter hadn't been persistent in getting a welfare check and checking on the house. It's crazy as can be. They had to shoot tear gas in there because he didn't have no plan after he committed an atrocity against his own people. Makes no sense. I mean, the world is crazy right now. It's like nothing for everybody to be violent and just turn on each other. How do you sit in a house with the smell of decomposition? How do you eat? How do you bring somebody else in there? Said he met a girl at a bus stop earlier that day, and all of a sudden she's at the house. I think he barricaded the house because when she came in there and seen what the hell was in there, he wouldn't let her leave. So basically, honestly, she probably would have been the third victim because he can't let her leave after she reacted the way she did. So he barricaded the house and kept his ass in there because the house was already barricaded before the rent people tried to open the door. He already knew. He was thinking, I can't let her leave. Either way, this is trifling behavior, man. And it's like, I got to the point where I'm not even trying to understand it no more. I just go by what you did and the reasoning for you doing it, which was no reason at all. So you'd be right out of there. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can't be friends with people that want your life. And you got to be skeptical of children that, you know what I'm saying, on that same level. For some odd reason, he sat in that house. Maybe he ain't got nowhere to go. Maybe he had a rough life. Maybe his things he ain't do or wrong turns he went down. Either way, your life is your life. Once again, maybe another situation of making somebody else's problem your problem that didn't even want it. Sickening.